Greetings, faithful viewers. How do you do? Pretty good? Pretty good. So, I have a really important question that I want to ask you all and that I want to ask myself so I can make another video because that's a good thing for YouTubers to do. And that question is, what are showers like for Percy Jackson? So I think it's kind of funny that like this kid made it till like 12 years old before he found out that Poseidon was his father. Not so much that he didn't realize like, oh, Poseidon's my dad, because I don't really blame a kid for not waking up in the morning and thinking, man, which Greek god is my parent? You know, that's not really a common thought. If it is, that's interesting. But anyway, like just, you know this guy's around water all the time. And even like when he's at Camp Half-Blood, before he actually knows Poseidon's his dad, like he pours water on his head and he's like, dang, this feels good. And then he goes ham. So it's like, is it like every time he takes a shower, he's just like super awesome? Like, I don't know, like every time he washes his hands, every time it rains, it's just kind of crazy. And you think sweat too. He sweats like part water. Well, sweats a lot of, I guess, right? Yeah, it's water. It's water. Yeah. So you think him just sweating would like give him fuel? Yeah, I don't know. It's just funny that he never really picks up on that, and how like when he is in Camp Half-Blood and people are trying to find out who his godly parent is, like no one really like, this guy gets powerful in water. Wow, the one thing this guy's good at is canoe racing. That's funny that involves water. I wonder if there's some powerful god that is involved with water. Like, I don't know. Like this guy, if he took like a shower before every gym class, like forget afterwards, take one before, you will be unstoppable. And a lot of people will mention, like, why doesn't Percy just carry a water bottle around with him so he can pour it on his head or use it like Katara does? It's just, yeah. Yeah, and it just, he never realized that he could breathe underwater. Like, I guess that makes sense because you have to will it to. Like, it just like he has to will himself to become dry. So, like I said to my earlier point of you not waking up every morning and thinking, who's my godly parent? I guess you don't go underwater and be like, I wonder if I can breathe in this. Although I definitely have tried that, but I can't remember if I tried that before Percy Jackson or if it's only after. And then you don't really think, I wonder if I can go into water and just not get wet. Not really things that come to your mind. So I guess that answers that. You have to just will it to be so. And if you don't, then that's that. But yeah, showers must feel like really freaking good for this guy. Like he must just be so energized. He has no excuse for being so sucky at school. Maybe he just didn't. I guess maybe if you take showers like at the end of the day, then how would you sleep? Yeah, he probably just takes showers at the end of the day every day, so then he doesn't get the energization. Take him from the beginning, Percy. And often. Oh, and like in Quest, this guy doesn't take any showers at all. Like, dang, dude. Like, take a shower, even if it's like Quest time, and power up. Why does no one do this? It's like if you take an iPhone and just never charge it. It's like, this is a cool iPhone. Too bad it's not on right now, because that's usually a better time to have an iPhone. Oh well, you could just charge it. Okay, I'll just do that like once every month. Like, no, that doesn't happen. Maybe that would just be too OP, or I guess we just chalk that up to the seaweed brainness of Percy. But yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I don't know. You totally should do that. Just constant, like, beast. What about like when he's a kid and you get in like water balloon fights? Like this guy just gets hit once and then just goes off and just destroys all the children. I want to see that. There are so much things to explore here. That's one interesting thing about Percy too. Like, I don't really feel like he explores his powers that much. Like, it's basically like he just goes la-di-da-di-da and then is about to die and then figures something out. You know, like he doesn't. Like, this guy knows he's the son of Poseidon, like obviously after he finds out. And he doesn't immediately go check if he can breathe underwater. That'd be the first thing I would do. But he doesn't try it until he's on the Golden Gate Bridge being attacked by the Chimera. And then it's like, well, we're just going to try this out. Jumps off bridge. Hey, look, I can breathe underwater. Okay, Percy. Yeah, we don't need to do any preparation for that. No need. No need for that. I'm not going to check if I can make water bubbles until me and Annabeth are underwater. And she can't breathe, so let me see if I can do this. Like, no exploration at all. I'm not going to see if I can try all types of water until this crazy pain goddess is trying to torture me in Tartarus. Now I'm going to like manipulate like the poison, right? It was kind of like a Katara bloodbending thing. Like, and that was like 9 books in. That was House of Hades. And this guy's just now finding that out. I guess it's kind of how Avatar is too, for those of you that have watched it. You know, Katara doesn't figure out she can bloodbend until season 3. And yeah, she doesn't know she can like bend water out of grass and stuff till season 3, that same episode. Puppet Master episode, I'm pretty sure. But she knows like she can bend water out of snow and everything. So Percy can probably do all of this ish. All of it. And he just like, it's like, nah, I'm not gonna try it out. Like how he doesn't find out that Riptide is also a pin to a House of Hades. Goodness. I love that guy. But crap. But yeah, man, I just need I need a little short story of him. I wish I could just talk to him for many reasons. But be like, hey man, I don't know, maybe see if you can work that tree over there, you know? Maybe see if you can bend some water out of grass. Maybe just see if you can bend in general. Because I feel like you can kind of compare certain aspects, like the elemental aspect of Avatar and Percy Jackson, like how Leo shoots fire and Percy obviously can manipulate water. But it's like, they're not the same at all, really, like the bending of elements in Avatar and just using the elements basically in Percy Jackson. Because like, in Avatar, it's like an art form, you know, and it's all about like technique and schist and the energy from within and all that awesome schist. And then in Percy Jackson, it's probably like it's different, you know, like Percy uses it to power himself up, or to just like as a force, like, oh, big wave now, or I'm just gonna make a little hole here, or make a water bubble so I can breathe and all that. It's not like elemental maneuvering and all that schist. And then Leo is just like fireball, and not instead of like the art-ish form of, you know what I'm talking about, Avatar, like the breath and all that. Leo's just like, look, fire, cool. So I wonder if they could explore that, but I guess that's not really the point of it. It's just kind of, well, also I forgot about that part where Percy, again, in a crisis, and he discovers he can use the water inside himself. It's like, oh gosh dang it. Do they learn nothing at Camp Half-Blood? It's just like, oh, let's just go sword fight and shoot some arrows and go canoeing and that's it. Maybe Chiron, I don't know, you've been alive for a while, maybe write a log, keep some notes on certain powers that can transfer over, and maybe explore it when like a random Son of Poseidon comes out. You might want to know what he can do, especially if he's meant to save the world. Maybe if there's a great prophecy about him, and they're like, so I can understand maybe they're like 12, they don't care. They're just confused because now their parents are gods and there's random monsters that are disguised as math teachers that want to eat them whenever they leave this magical place in the woods that no one can see, that relies on the revenue of strawberries. I can understand maybe why they're not so concerned with all these details, but Chiron, it's kind of your job. Maybe put in some extra studying in that, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's not like the fate of the world depends on like 112-year-olds. You know, who needs information at this point? Whatever. I don't know. I do know showers had to feel mega good for that guy though. Dear gosh, I'd be taking showers all the time. I don't know, maybe it's just kind of like that part of Percy that just wants to be normal. It's like, you know what, I don't want to feel like a mega energy boost every time like a speck of water hits me. I don't know though, like even when it rains, this guy'd be unstoppable. And that's ironic because assuming that simply when water hits Percy, like he's mega fueled now, which it hasn't given us any information that that's not the case. Like book 1 pours water on him, he feels good. Then he can manipulate the water and poison. So you would assume, like, I see you could think maybe, oh, it's only seawater because Poseidon's the god of the sea and the ocean. But that is never, like I said, there are things outside of that he can use. So I'm assuming rainwater would be great too. And then that's ironic because Zeus is in charge of storms and schist, and then basically so his element would make a person he hates that much stronger. So yeah, like every time I can imagine this guy playing like baseball games and it starts raining, him just hit him instant home run. Gosh dang it, Percy. I love you. We all love you. I don't know. Well, I need some short stories, Rick. Forget all this Trials of Apollo shenanigans. I've had enough of that, to be honest. I just need some basic studying here. Maybe he'll learn some stuff at Camp Jupiter in college, you know. Regular college doesn't teach you jack shit, but maybe like Roman demigod college will. And like, I do forget, he's only like 17, right? He's not old, he got time. You know, so what if he's already fought like 85 wars? Better late than never. Random thought that I thought about, that I remembered after making this video. So, possible explanation. So I do remember that when the first time Percy figures out that pouring water on him makes him all energized. It was, you know, when he was training with Luke back when he was still in the Hermes cabin. Well, both of them were still in the Hermes cabin. And I remember he got that energization, beat Luke in a duel. But shortly after, he lost that energy and went back to sucky mode. But it really didn't say, I can't remember if it said if it made him feel worse. So maybe that's a thing, like after, because I know after he really goes into using his water powers, like it's an energy drainer. But I don't think just getting like fuel from the water, I don't think that is an energy drainer like afterward. Like if he uses the water, but after it's run out, then he just feels like schist. Maybe that's an explanation. I don't really feel like so because it's not really him using it for using it as power, as it just affecting him because it's part of his like element as being a son of Poseidon. But maybe that's a possible explanation. But I never really went into that as I can recall. So I don't really think that's that big of a deal. I think even when it ran out, Percy just kind of sucked in general at that point. So I think he just kind of went back to his regular mode, which was no match for Luke. So I think that might be an explanation for that part. But even so, I would still say it'd take at least like a bottle of water for like right before you battle a monster or something. So just have like a water boy follow you around or something, I don't know. But yeah, just wanted to point that out there because it was bothering me. Thank you. Yeah guys, so thank you for listening to me rant about random schist for like 11-ish minutes. Thank you guys. I am on summer break now. That's pretty dope, pretty awesome. I feel so, just like a burden is off my shoulders temporarily. It's just a simple change, man, but it feels so freaking good. But I realize that most of you are probably still in school, so fight hard. Don't kill anyone, please. Just ride it out. Couple more weeks. Y'all can do it. It comes eventually. I know it feels like forever, and it may as well be, but then you get to summer, and it's like, screw you, school. Goodbye, stay in the rear view. Bang. You guys can do this, I believe. Drink some water, take some good showers. Don't test if you can breathe underwater. Maybe if you can, just find out later when a random light shines above your head. Let's believe that will happen. Have a good day, people. Peace.